I've always wanted to be a veterinarian. We went to a veterinarian when I was young with a sick animal, and I saw that person doing what they needed to do to help our animal, and that's what I wanted to do.
Mine's kind of that traditional little girl, want to be a veterinarian since I was 8 years old. Went to vet school, and 35 years later, here I am.
When it was time to sell my practice, I remember it very vividly. I had done some research on corporations and selling a practice and evaluating how much a practice was worth. There was a letter from a corporation interested in this thing, and that's when I said, it's time.
There were some clinics around here that had already sold to corporations and had some unhappy staff members, and people had left and contracts were changed and things like that. So there was definitely some bad vibes out there.
So I had a lot of hesitations about selling. I'd been here 40 years. We ran it like we wanted to run it. And we felt like this is the way we wanted to practice.
My biggest one was letting go of control, letting go of something that I had built up. You work as a veterinarian to make your clients happy, your staff happy, and you don't want to let that go.
I really wanted this practice to just stay as a family, small town practice. I didn't want to be branded. I didn't want anybody to necessarily know that I'd sold to a corporation, and I didn't want any of my staff to be impacted by our day-to-day lives.
We don't control anything you do in the practice of medicine. We want you to do your thing, to have fun, enjoy veterinary medicine, and not be encumbered by all of the various headaches and pressure points that veterinarians normally have.
It was almost like how I treat my animals. Like every animal that comes in here has a different lifestyle than the one before or after it. So this was kind of the same thing. It was like tailored to our lifestyle and what do we need, what are we looking for.
My first impression was this is a friendly group of people. They were interested in my needs more than they were interested in their needs.
Heartland said that they were not going to change the way I ran things. We're going to allow us to run the practice the way we've been running it.
Day to day, worrying about payroll and inventory and things like that. It was kind of like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. That might be interesting.
So I was thinking, okay, this might be someone we want to pursue a relationship with. And that's the word that Heartland used, is relationship.
We sort of self-select for partners that are passionate about keeping their legacy going forward. We don't change the logo of the practice. We don't change out the staff. We're looking for great businesses that deliver great care. Why would we want to change that?
Our mission is to improve the lives of veterinarians. So with that in mind, we don't take a cookie cutter approach to doing that. Everyone has their individual needs and wants and desires in this profession, and we try to determine what that is and how we can make the veterinarian happy.
Once I partnered with Heartland and I had this light at the end of the tunnel, that I had an exit strategy, and I really was maybe not going to have to work 24/7 for many, many more years. I was relieved. It was kind of a little bit of a revelation about that's going to be nice.
It's freed me up to focus more on medicine, and it's also given me a day off, which is something that I've never had before.
To this day, it's been 4 years. I have clients come in and say, I heard you were going to sell your practice. And I have to look at them and say, oh, I sold it 4 years ago. And they never even knew that I sold my practice.
Selling to Heartland has allowed me to be a veterinarian again.